up, you, with your girl Marsha the Dreamer? Listen, do I have another amazing, powerful message for my dreamers today? And I'm so excited to share it. But before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so that way you can join the dream team and we can just go ahead and get connected to the Lord even more and more and more and more, okay? But listen, today's message is where God guides, He provides. And I got this title actually from one of my scripture cards. So I actually read these every day. It's today's prayer. They're scripture cards, right? And what I do is I pick out a scripture card every day and I meditate and I study that scripture and allow it to soak into my heart, right? And into my mind, right? But I've been fasting the last couple of days, right? And I've been seeking answers from God because I've been in a season where I'm wondering, God, where you at? Which one of y'all are in that type of season right now? A season of waiting, a season of wondering, a season of hoping, a season of trying to struggle to keep the faith because you've been in this season for too long and you're wondering when you're going to get out of it. You're wondering when God is going to bring it to pass. You're wondering when God is going to show up. You're wondering when God is going to bless you. You wonder when God is going to heal you, when He's going to deliver you, right? One of those seasons where God is silent and you've been praying and you've been seeking and you've been wondering, like, God, when are you going to show up? That type of season. And so yesterday I was fasting and I was praying and I was seeking answers from God. And I was like asking God, like, listen, I need your help. I have been being obedient. I have been showing up when you told me to show up. I have been giving when you told me to give the other day. I have been doing all the things that you've been telling me to do, but yet I am still stuck. Yet I still feel stuck. I'm still in the same situation and circumstances that I've been praying my way out of. And sometimes I question myself and I'm like, well, did God really tell me this is what He wanted me to do? Did God really tell me that, hey, this is where I wanted you to start. This is the dream that I have to pass. And then I had to realize that ain't nothing but the enemy. I know what God called me to do. He put it in my heart. He put it in my soul. And I know this is what God called me to do. And that ain't nothing but the enemy trying to play mind games with you, right? So I pulled the scripture out yesterday. And look what the scripture says. And this is why I named the title this. Where God guides, He provides. Isaiah 58:11. Listen, you don't have nothing to worry about. I know the enemy been putting those dark thoughts in your mind, have been putting the negativity on you, been telling you, oh, God ain't going to answer your prayer. You've been in this season for too long. It's not going to happen. You might as well give it up. You might as well give up that dream. Give up that dream job. Give up that marriage that you've been praying for. Give it up because it ain't going to happen. But I'm here to tell you that God is working when He's silent. It may not look like it, but God is building you to be able to handle what He's about to give you. And sometimes we prolong the blessing that God has for us because we over here looking for the blessing instead of trying to enjoy and trust the process. The process is what's going to take you to the journey and to the purpose and to the place where God is calling you to be. You can't get anywhere in life without the journey. You can't get anywhere in life without trusting the process. You got to be able to trust God and know that God is going to take you and deliver you and heal you and bless you like He said He was. When God puts a dream in our heart, it's going to come to pass. It's just a matter of what are you going to do along the way. If God guides you, He will provide. Wherever God said He's going to take you, He's going to make sure that He provides wherever He's going to provide at in that season. But see, we allow the enemy to play tricks on us. We allow the enemy to play games and throw all these negative thoughts in us and dark thoughts and telling us like it ain't gonna come. Look at you. You've been struggling for all these years. Ain't nothing gonna happen. You've been single for all these years. Ain't nothing gonna happen. You've been praying for the same prayer all this time. It ain't gonna happen. But right before you about to give up, God shows up. So I want somebody to know today, whatever you have been battling with, whatever you have been going through today, whatever you've been praying for, you've been fasting for, wherever God told you to go, I want you to go. I want you to keep the faith. I want you to know that no matter how long it takes or how dark it looks, that God is going to provide. God has it all in his hand. He's going to bless you. He's going to deliver you. He's going to heal you. Whatever you have been praying for, whatever you've been waiting for. In this season of waiting, I want you to wait with joy. I want you to wait with peace. I want you to wait with faith. I want you to wait knowing that God is on the throne. I want you to wait knowing that God already took care of it, knowing that it's going to come to pass, knowing that your dream is going to be revealed and you're going to be the best of whatever you have been praying for. I'm excited for your future. I'm excited for the things that God has in store for you. I'm excited for the blessings that God is about to give you. I'm excited for you. But you can't give up. You came too far. You can't give up. So wherever God guides, he will provide. Keep the faith. And even in your waiting season, keep the joy. I know it's hard. I know you feel like giving up. I know it's a battle. I know it's a struggle. I know that it feels like you're depressed and you feel like, oh my God, is things going to get better? But I'm here to tell you that it will. But faith without works is dead. You just can't sit around and wait for the Most High. You have to do your part. What is your part? If God is telling you that he wants that dream to come to pass that he put in your heart, then you got to take the steps for it to become a reality. And then God takes what you can't do and blows it up. Like, I just want you to know that, right? God said that you're going to get that dream job. Well, you just can't sit around and wait for God to put it in your lap. You got to fix up your resume. You got to apply for that job. You got to do what you can do in your place of waiting. You've been waiting for a marriage. Well, God is not going to send your spouse to your door. You got to heal. You got to learn what dating is really about. You got to love yourself. You got to love God. You got to get in position for that marriage. What is marriage really about? Study what marriage is about. Study it in his word. How are you supposed to be the best wife? How are you supposed to be the best husband? What are the things that you could be doing in your single season that's going to get you in position for your marriage? What does a wife look like? What does a husband already look like? When you get to the altar, you don't become a wife when you're at the altar. You don't become a husband when you're at your altar. You're already it before you get to it. You're already walking like it, talking like it, moving like it. So whatever you are praying for today in your waiting season, instead of crying and whining and wondering, God, when is it going to come to pass? Get in position for what God has in store for you. Get in position what you're praying for. Whatever you're praying for, make sure that you are preparing, working, doing all the things that you're supposed to do. So when God blesses you, you're already ready. You're already ready. So I'm excited for you guys. And I know that God is going to show up and show out. Until next time, my dreamers, stay blessed.